Hey guys, this is Steve with Orlando Collector Deviants. We are here tonight with Boris the Jiggly Hut Jello Maker Vyoryetski.
Vyoryetski. Thank you, Your Honor. It's nice to be in this deposition.
And of course, behind the mic, we got Trish. I used to work at the Jiggly Hut, Halsey.
What night?
What he wants to know what night.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I must have had too much to drink that night.
She used to have to clean up the Jello.
Okay, because Monday you avoid them. They got the bullet holes and the knife wounds. Like Monday morning,
So,
that's not the good thing.
Mr. Boris, I am so glad you got a night off from the master. Or did you just drop him off at the Jiggly Hut and then rush back?
We Ubered them. Actually, the Jiggly Hut tonight has semi-strip poker. It's like strip poker, but you can pay to keep your clothes on if you're ugly. And he's got to do what's his face again, ADD dating later about 10 o'clock.
Oh, so he has the whole night there.
Yeah, we put him, and the Uber said, "Here's some money, goodbye." He likes ADD dating because he doesn't remember half of it. Come on, Boris, did I get lucky? Maybe, Master, you did. You could have.
Well, you just tell him, yeah. That way, at least he thinks.
No, you don't. You don't say yeah. Then the boosts the ego. Then Boris there every night. Bad enough the pickleball.
But you love pickleball. You love the Jiggly Hut. I mean, those are two of your biggest sponsors, right?
But the pickleball, Boris does not like pickleball. Pickleball is a village's thing where you take a mallet or whatever the heck it is, a big garbage can lid, and you smack this thing across. It's like tennis, badminton for the Xanax crew of the aged. And then they beat it back and forth. And Boris rather get hit in the crotch by a midget, okay, than watch the pickleball. Now, Jiggle Hut, that's another thing. Yeah, the Boris like the Jiggle Hut. Friday night is nice. You got what's her name, Titania with the big hoodies, and she kind of make the pole disappear. She got stuck once. We had to kind of open them and pull it out, and there was the other stripper still in there.
Well, at least she wasn't the missing person anymore.
No, but they call that now a twofer at the Jiggle Hut.
So, you're talking about the villages. I saw on your golf cart that you drive around when you're not driving the master around. I saw you had a pair of red pumps on there.
Yes, red pumps, and then sometimes it's double pineapples to freak them out.
You get a lot of business that way.
No, but that's the fun part because Boris parked the golf cart to look like a mini hearse in mostly the doctor office lots with the other golf carts, and they got two pineapples, and then they come out thinking, oh, boy, they're gonna have a nice swing. Then Boris come out and watch them have a coronary and die, and then Boris loot through the pockets.
That's a good way to make some money.
They're
nice, Some of these nice little golf carts, they got the Batmobile looking like a little Mercedes. One of Boris, when he get bored, he play like Grizzly Bear, push him over. People Godzilla go in the lot and then push. They're about 150 pounds. They go over nice.
Sounds like he needs to hook us up with a golf cart.
I know, if he can get them that quick and easy.
Well, Boris got access. Boris got access to a pickup truck. That's like the escape pod to the pickup trucks. He put one on the back for you.
Let's see.
There we go.
Put it on the board.
Wait. The master. Hello? You got the vibrate. No. Boris not there. No, Boris tell you he's off. He got to do the show. No, it's not deposition. It's a show. You're not in trouble. This is like advertising. No. Go get the sultry Sally. She's gonna give you a lap dance for half hour. You give her like the big gold coin. What do you mean? She's not there. All right, go get the other one. The one with the wooden leg, Peggy. You get her. That she's the nice one. All right, Boris. The Uber come for you later. But Boris on the show. Got to go. Sorry, missed a little. We forgot to give him his Adicept tonight. They need a little wonky.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Boris. Since you're always with the master, how did you get to be with the fencers?
Oh, it's Craigslist. Boris was at the tire city getting the tires on the MasterCard changed, and he on the phone looking for like something, maybe shovel, a used coffin, anything where people die and they put on the Craigslist like, hey, my dad slept in this bed, it still smell weird. Boris buy that stuff, and then repurpose it. So he looked on the thing, and there was the entertainment, Jiggle Hut, Jiggle Hut, Jiggle Hut. Someone take the feet pictures, and then co-host wanted for web show. Boris was like, okay, what the hell? And the answer, and they said hello, and we talked by phone first. That's how you know Boris got the job. The events to make it, don't see him. And that's the key. You always talk on the phone first. And the hell of the Zoom.
I got my job.
Yeah, the Zoom, bleh, pooey. The Zoom go on the pooey list because you don't get a lot of the Boris don't get a lot of dates on the what the heck is that the mail or the bride site or the basement keepers. You get this girl come over, you log in the basement after a month if you like it, you keep her. But first to invite them over the house, and it was good because it's a night. And he says, "Oh, you're in costume." Oh, okay, well, whatever you want, the costume. And he said, "We're going to do this thing. Where I'm going to talk to important people, and you can get 15 minutes and do whatever you want, like maybe nice review or talk about what's stuck in your craw, or do something horror related." Boris like, okay, Boris going to do that.
Kind of like a seance.
Boris going to try a seance, but the producer lady don't want to bring dead people in the house. And when you got the Ouija board made by Parker Brothers, that's not exactly spiritual quality materials there. I'm going to start summoning a demon named Herbert from a stupid Parker Brothers Ouija.
Well, I thought you did do a little seance. Weren't you trying to bring up John Agar?
That wasn't seance. That was legit gypsy magic that we channeled. Now that seance is different. A seance you talk through the little ABC text board. The Agar come into Boris, and the picture. They hit the picture on Boris because he break it. But they use the picture. They hold up, hello, buddy, and he talked for about a couple minutes, and then first to make a Papa hernia or something in the behind because he's like, "What are you doing the picture?" And now Boris in trouble. But that was a seance. That was gypsy magic, and now Boris has to tell everybody about the living Hollywood god John Agar, who beat the tarantula. He outlived John Wayne in San Iwo Jima. He fought the Indians. He beat the brain with a hammer or something in one of them movies. And he was in Dracula's Daughter.
He was in Dracula's Daughter?
What?
He was in Dracula's Daughter?
It was, like a big movie, Dracula's Daughter, where they go.
I bet you Dracula was pissed if John was in his daughter.
Probably.
And Boris not dead, and you filthy brain, filthy mind. That's 50s. They slept like with 7 feet apart. So if he going to be in the daughter, he got the big old dingle. That's for sure. Like you see, Lucy Ricky. Boris don't know how Lucy got pregnant when the beds are 5 feet apart. Because Ricky got the maraca that's like a python.
Well, look at they were doing social distancing way back then.
Yes, you couldn't have the sexy time without government okay, and the priest had to watch you back then.
Okay, Mike Thompson from Thompson's Art Creation.
Thompson's Custom Creations.
Something that way. One of our artist friends that we know, he says, "Sorry, it's been busy on the first day of MegaCon, just getting in now." Well, I hope you had a great first day at MegaCon.
Yeah, but MegaCon, good day. You didn't catch no con crud or nothing, then you're going to have a good weekend. Maybe you enjoy yourself. It is good, but, rest up, watch the show, and then, get an early start tomorrow.
See, me and Trish both were somewhat right because it's Thompson Custom Art Creations. I knew it had art in it, and she knew it had custom in it.
What custom stuff you do? Like, like you want the naked Wonder Woman, you draw that, or what?
I bet you he'd draw you whatever you want for if the money was right.
Okay, that'd be nice. Boris, got access to Master Credit Card when they go to Aldi's So you can sneak a drawing in.
And then Ron Baxter Jr. says, I was running a bit late as well. Always great to have you on here, Ron.
Listen, late is better than never. To come in, hang out. Boris always late. It's fast to make Boris show up. They put the box out front of Monster Man like 10, 15 minutes before he's supposed to be there.
Yeah, but they don't know because,
they don't pay attention.
Do you have a bell in the box so they know you're here? Or
no? Usually they look out they got like the ring camera on the door. They look up, the fatso here. Okay, he good. When they hear the neighbors call the cops. Usually you get 1-2 sirens, they know Boris here. Because Boris changed on the lawn.
Unless you say the cops are here for Scott and Amber. Or
see, that's how Boris get them. Because they used to the police show up a lot.
Let's see. Boris talks about Boris in the third person as always. Well, of course.
Of course. Boris learned from the best. Everybody Hollywood in the 30s or the 20s. And that's what you did. There's no I, me. No I in team. The I in Boris. But Boris is everybody. He annoys everybody. So therefore, Boris always third person.
Everybody always says that there's no I in team, but there is a me.
Ooh.
Yes. There's also me team too.
Yeah. So if there's
you can eat the team, technically they made the meat.
Well, it depends on who the team is.
But if you're really hungry, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because some might be high in cholesterol.
Well,
that's what that's what the little pills are for. You pop it, they eat whatever. But did you know that cannibalism? Boris, check this out. Cannibalism is legal in America. You can eat someone. What you get charged with is desecrating a corpse. So if somebody legally signed the body over, you can eat them.
But you can't have sex with them.
That's gross.
I'm just saying.
He's cold. You want to have sex with a cold body, get married or something,
I did. Monday's 24 years, so.
Yep.
Well, that's nice, 24. Congratulations. That's nice. Then you still laugh together. That's nice. Did she buy you that hat?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
No? What? Do you not know? Yeah, no, what?
No, I've had the hat for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So I pulled it out just for you.
That's nice. Does Dr. Facilier know you cosplay as him tonight?
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. You got friends on the side?
Uh-huh.
Boris got friends on the side.
Okay, Mike wants to know, where does Boris hail from?
But the old country, of course. It's the old country out in, well, it move a lot. Because where Boris come from is very small Eastern European, Russian steppe kind of thing. And everybody take it. It's like, everybody, who got the country this week? Okay, we got them. And then you get absorbed in, and then you learn the national anthem, and all the money change over, and then you got to move next country. So that's why we use like the boople, which is kind of like universal in Europe, and we use the turnip and the potato. And now we use bitcorn.
Bitcorn?
Bitcoin, yes, it's coins made out of corn. And they worth about $1.
At least if any kids swallow it, it will come back out.
Yeah, and then the best part, to come out unused. So you just clean it off and you put it in the vending machine.
I'll bet you that's very popular in Nebraska.
But in all country, with the Bitcoin, we play how fast is my digestion? And everybody swallow one, and the one come out first win. Because that's how you can tell. Is from from front to back how long it takes. Normally it's about 18 hours for the fastest guy. That was Yuri Glafushin.
Oh, you'd have him. Steve, you beat him. 18 hours?
Oh, hell. Give me about 18 seconds after I eat something.
That's okay.
And that's why I go to the doctor.
Oh, you're cheating then. You got the genetic advantage over old Yuri over there. Yuri, remember, we eat potato and like starchy food and like stuff that like MRE would clump you up. Yeah, well, you don't poop for like a month in the old country.
Now, Ron says, oh crap, it moved on me. Referring to oneself in the third person is a sign of egomania. So I can see how that got started in Hollywood.
Well, yes, that's why, Boris better than half the people because he refers to the third person. Thank you for recognizing greatness, Ron. So you just told everybody on the show Boris better than everybody else. Thank you, Ron. We owe you a nickel. You get it for first you see them.
I'm gonna show you the first time that I ever wore the hat, Boris.
Okie dokie.
Since we were talking, well, my side gig.
Oh, you're necromancer.
Uh-huh.
That's nice. Necromancers can raise a really good family. You know that.
Now, Ron also is laughing about the Bitcoin. And then Mike says, Boring should do stand-up.
Well, when Boris see Boring, his cousin Boring, he'll tell him to do stand-up. Cousin Boring, some guy named Ron in America like want to do stand-up. He's going to tell a lot of farm animal jokes.
No, Mike wants Boring.
Oh, Mike, the Thompson machine gun guy or Water Seal guy wants Boring to do the stand-up. Okay. He's a dairy farmer, so a lot of, did jokes, but that's okay.
So, in the old country, what is the most popular thing to do?
Wait. There's not a lot of stuff to do. You ever see like with the Diddler on the Roof with the topaz guy? You know what I'm talking about. If you were a rich guy, yada yada, and then the matchmaker come over and go, "You married?" And everybody like, "Who the hell you tell me to get married, your lady?" And then the Russians like, "Everybody out the pool."
Is that the one with the floating baby Ruth?
Yeah, the lady, they have the dream and the lady fly, ooh, and then they wake up all spooked, right? Well, that town is like the whole old country look like. It's just mud, a couple animals, and some the huts, and that's it. We got the one arcade, like you told you, with the other guy with Bicycle Fury and Turnip Deathmatch, and then we got the roller rink. They did have a Chuck E. Cheese, but they closed because we had to put the animals down for diphtheria. That was a sad day. That little band of Chuck E. Cheese dancing there, they all got diphtheria. We had to shoot them. There's the Museum of Turnip and Potato Inventions. That's a good one. That's about 2 hours of your day. And then mostly it's just you get up and you wait for the sun to go back to sleep. That's what Boris come America. It's very boring there. You count the mud. We got the mud maker. He make the mud to put on the town. He's the richest guy in the country. You don't know the dirt, so we have to pay him. You want to stand on the ground, you got to put the mud.
You should have lots of mud wrestling then, if mud is like a big thing.
We did, but they kind of like, they played out. You had about 6 centuries of mud wrestling. Everybody, you want to wrestle? Nah, I'd rather put the needle in my face. It's not like the sexy wrestling from, you see the jiggle. Boris is like small guy for this country. Imagine like female Boris wrestling female Boris in mud with rocks and stuff where they land in the skaplush and then you get a rock in your eye and then you're blind. There's not a lot of alcohol. We drink kind of like the potato alcohol. And that's not even made right.
I was gonna say, I heard potato alcohol is pretty strong.
Yeah, but if you wait for it, we have no patience. So you just drink it like potato juice.
But you said everything's for waiting there, so
yeah. But you wait, and then you want to drink booze, so the waiting go faster. It's a vicious circle, Steve. It's this vicious circle.
So Ron says you should probably do Lay Down in the Grave comedy.
Oh, Lay Down. Oh, that Boris, I haven't heard that one before. Lay Down in the Grave. Boris die on stage more than he die everywhere else. Thank you for that lay down. Lay down. Are you on the show? No, you're not on the show. So take your lay down on your lucky barker, the Cravmatic bed, and you go lay down there. Boris gonna keep talking.
And Mike says it was a typo. Yeah, I got you up there. That was a typo, but I don't tell Boris those kind of things because I just like listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Lau?
Lau?
Yeah, you got somebody Lau there and Rothful? What does Rothful mean?
Lau is Trish's cousin from Nebraska.
He hangs out in the corn.
He's a real
child hang out. Did Trish related? Did he walk behind the stalks? Is that?
Yeah,
that's awesome. He must make a really fun, adult brunch at that point.
You have no idea how many times we hung out in the cornfields.
And Ron says it had a real rat. Well, you got to think about it. Who ever thought that a rat in a pizza joint was a good idea anyways? Besides the creators of Ratatouille.
See, that's the genius of it. It's the genius of a rat in the pizza place. Because every rat is a take-home prize from the claw game. Because animal standards are relaxed in the old country. You can put the claw game, where you get iPhone or those stuff, Pikachu, whatever, out the thing. We can put rats in there. You just take one home. You name it Murray or something.
Murray the rat.
Why you mock Murray? There was a nice Murray rat once.
Let's see. Ron says vodka and blood.
Is that the shopping list or what? The vodka blood? Like,
blood
you want to drink like that? Hold on, boys. Get the thing. We got to be fake.
That's usually vodka for blood on Thursday nights, for me at least.
Well, you could donate blood to the whole country and get the vodka. The bloodmobile show up. It's like you take a pint out, and then you get the same pint of vodka. But vodka and blood, that sounds like lame metal band. Coming this with that vodka and blood. The 46-year-old guy with the receding hairline singing metal, and the drummer that wanted to be somewhere else, and you got the bass player just happy to be there.
Ron's like, how about a bear in a pizza place, showbiz pizza place, etc. Yeah, see, showbiz got shut down, and the rat bought out. Just kind of like Florida, the rat bought out everything.
Right.
Well, that's ironic because when they get shut down, you go, that's showbiz. And the bear, you got bear in the pizza place. There's like bears walking around San Francisco, the big heady guys. Bear in the pizza place.
Well, and let's see, you also got Mario working for the rat, too.
Mario who? Which Mario?
Hey, it's me, Mario. He makes the pizzas over there.
Does he? See, Boris don't trust the rat pizza place when they come to America. That's like cardboard with blech on it. And if you need your pizza need like animals or and Chuck E. Cheese. You look at Chuck E. Cheese, that look like Las Vegas for kids. It's crappy food. And games you win tickets for, and then you buy stuff with the crappy tickets. So it's like mini Vegas. You put the tiny Frank Sinatra in there with the Rat Pack, and you got 1965 in the Chuck E. Cheese.
Going back to the vodka and blood.
Yes.
Ron says you were talking about drinks in the old country, etc.
But we don't drink blood. As a vampire, Nosferatu. Children of the Dark Knight and stuff like that. And there's maybe one vampire in the whole town, and we just tolerate them because you're old. You got no teethuses. So that's where the bloodmobile come in to give them like a bunch. His name is like Abercrombie something.
Daryl says, hey, give Steve a hard time. I'm at MegaCon and have to watch later. Been so looking forward to this show. Boris rocks.
You rock too. Boris can't give Steve a hard time because he gonna do what Fessemaker does, like bip, and then Boris disappeared off the screen, and then it's Miss Steve talking for 45 minutes and drinking, going, "Well, that was Boris. Now let me show you what I bought." Wait a minute, hold on, wait. It's again. Hello. No, they're supposed to touch that. No, you paid for that. No, stop crying. No, they're supposed to touch that. No kissing, but they touch that. Okay. Give them another $5 bill and they go away. You okay? The Uber gonna be there tonight. Boris is busy right now. Now give a deposition. Not supposition. Give the nice lady with the tattoo on the face $5 should go away. Okay. Bye. Somebody got the bonus dance where they touched the and he wasn't. Boris not there to explain it. So hand go down the pants and they're probably cold, and he panicked. Sorry.
Well, a cold hand down the pants, that's enough time to panic for anybody.
And that's the problem with the jiggle hut. I mean, you got the nice warm hand ladies, and then the ladies got the hand of death. And when they grab hold of the block and tackle, whoop, whoop, the shrinkage, or you get scared master. So
going back to Daryl real quick, he was very upset. He was so excited that Boris was going to be on the show for once, and then I had to remind him he was going to be at MegaCon. He was so pissed.
But he made the choice. He went to MegaCon then to see the greatness, which is third person speaking Boris. But is that the guy from last week?
No. No, the guy that was from last week, he's at MegaCon also.
Yes, Boris gonna the Mississippi Zombie 1 and 2. Boris, look for a review. Boris make it type out a review. He read both books, and it's great. What Boris can tell you is like a little anthology of zombie stories. They got great art, great stories. It's like a little like Tales from the Crypt or like Twilight Zones stories. And they all fit great in 2 books. So Boris look forward to more books with the zombies in Mississippi. And it only takes place in Mississippi. Unlike Florida, where you got people denying zombies. Like, that's not the zombie. I'm going to Disney.
I was stationed in Mississippi, and most of the locals around it were zombies. So,
well, Boris drove through Mississippi once to get the master to Texas, and Biloxi kind of weird, but
So, Ron says, well, at least Boris isn't stealing from you. You have him on video at his place. He's got an alibi. Well, that's just a green screen, Ron. I know he's not there.
Boris isn't stealing from you now. Tonight. That doesn't mean Boris not taking stock of what's around, the Steve head and going, okay, Boris wanted the rum. You're going to take the Punisher picture. There's you got on the shelf, like Iron Man Punisher helmet too. That's going to disappear when the cleaning ladies show up.
Well, besides having that, now I got a Punisher motorcycle helmet over there too.
You got the one. Wait, Fessemaker. Fessemaker go call. What is it? Hello? No, Boris not at your house. No, Boris, that's green screen. Boris is the Jiggle Hut. What are you talking about? No, everything fine. Boris didn't break in and use your background set for personal gain. Remember, you took the key away. Yeah, listen. The master fell down the steps, broke his hip. He got to hit the lifeline. Got to go. And that's nothing. Let's go. Just easy fake call. It's like the scam that make Boris want to pay taxes.
Now, I feel very, very special because at Olo earlier this year, that was your first convention that you've attended.
Yes, actually, Olo, you were the first one to give Boris a chance because Boris had shown up, like 2 shows? One show he's hungover from New Year's, and the second one, he just didn't care because he found out he wasn't a star of Mouse Amanda, so he just show up and do a thing. And you can say, hey, come on to Olo, and Boris love Olo. He's a lot of nice people, and You know, a lot of people don't pay attention to the table when you walk by. So it's like whoop-a-doop-a-doop. So Boris get a lot of stuff resell.
Hey,
If you're
and
gonna cut you in, you get 30%.
see that works.
You gotta wait for the heat to die down, though.
Ron wants to know who decided for the two of you to cosplay as Headhunter and Indiana Jones. He's talking about our hats.
This isn't India. This is a bowler. This is a bowler hat. Unlike the fedora, bowler round. Don't you see the mushies? No. It's just brown because that's the nice one. You know, everybody in the horror host genre got like top hat. You know, like yours. Nothing wrong with top hat. You want to wear top hat, that's fine. But, you know, top hats for like, you know, certain people and for like the Undertaker. Boris like a little round hat because he can go through a door and it don't get caught.
And he says the Haunted Mansion called. They want their clothes back.
Oh, this man! What joke book did you buy off Amazon? This is fun. This what Boris gonna get? The guy with Boris gonna have a battle of wits with the guy only come with 3 bullets in the gun. That's gonna be fine. You know what the amateur night that the Yuck Yuck Hut called? They want the mic back. That joke was so funny it almost gave Boris cancer. And whoever pay for the joke, fire them because pretty much you got this. And Boris don't go. The Haunted Mansion, by the way, Mr. Man, if you pay attention, is purple and green. This is gray and black with a little bit of this. So you don't even make joke right. So Boris put the pooey on you. Come at me when you got something. There we go. Boris gonna use the me. Come at Boris when you got something better.
Well, he said he couldn't see the shape of the hat, but you really bowlered him over with that hat. And one of those 3 bullets is a silver bullet.
Boris not the werewolf. You know, that's a silver bullet. Does Boris look like a werewolf to you? No. But it's nice to know that the group home
I shaved today, so I can't.
You know, Steve, it's nice to know that the group homes lets people on and then type on your show. That's nice.
And he also says his apologies. Tower of Terror.
Nope, different uniform too, man. That's different park. So come on, keep coming. You're like old lady in the fast lane in the big old Buick. You just can't use the knuckles at this point. That's all Boris see, comedy knuckles.
He says the mullet chops indicate otherwise, sir.
That's mutton chops, not mullet. Mullet is the national hairdo of Florida and the Southern man. Business in the front, party in the back. These are mutton, M-U-T-T-O-N, like the style. If you actually pick up or actually go type in Wikipedia, you know. So, but you know, this is what happens when people go online schooling.
Autocorrect error. Sorry.
Blame your cricket phone. Okay.
Not
in the cricket. What's the jitterbug that the old folk got in the villages? Blame the jitterbug you're using. He come at Boris with the jitterbug phone and the joke book he got from Arrow Book Fair back in 1975.
No, Ron is a great guy, and he
cannot. The Boris not say bad guy. It's just the jokes. But you know, make goat fart bad. They're horrible. You're gonna come in Boris. Come in Boris. Don't kind of like, you know, like the girl in the school slap fight you funny and they run away. You come at them like the bull. You don't come at them like Stephen Hawking with the battery failing in the wheelchair.
So
hey, you asked for this. You asked for this. No matter what, you asked for this interview. So that's what you get. You're getting the fine Boris.
So what was your favorite part about Olo? I'm going to change this up again.
I thought Olo, Boris love all of Olo, except the heat. But he like walking up to random people and freaking them out like, you're like, you going to take that? And people, what? Well, if you're not going to take it, Boris is going to take it. Can I have that? And they put it in the jacket and walk away. And they're like, I can't believe that guy just stole that. And then you come back and give it back to the person.
My favorite part was when he was interviewing people. The looks that they would look at him.
The front line was fun too. The
Now,
front line was really fun because Boris go outside and there's a girl like, "You need to go away now."
I remember that. So he started following her.
Yes. But the boyfriend said it was okay, and he followed her. Like, Boris going to follow you home and hang out under your bed. She goes, "What for?" It's like, he's the monster. When we put your foot off, you're going to, like, pull your foot off.
So I heard a rumor that you might be at Olo 2.
I hope so. But yes, Olo 2 Electric Boogaloo. If the paperwork you sent, Boris, is still valid, he's going to show up. And, if Trish dropped the restraining order.
Against me, not of you.
No, against Boris, because Boris did, Boris was like, "Hey," and Trish like, "You got I'm hot, go away." Boris, okay. Next day, got a nice restraining order. But tell Trish, that doesn't mean 100 yards doesn't mean we can't play Frisbee.
Good point.
We'll throw the football around.
Here's a message for you. Boris, the reservation.
We don't need to do that. We don't need to just pass that by. That's an error.
You give us was fake. Very convenient. We are on our way home now. Don't touch anything. We'll be there ASAP.
You know what? Very nice to see you. Boris got the thing.
No. We got to talk because me and you've already.
8:42. Boris got the colonoscopy appointment. Got to go to. So, good night, everybody. Because you're going to see a beating coming down.
You still got a couple minutes, but I do want to ask about something that me and you've talked about for Olo 2. And it was a great idea that came out of your mouth that I don't think you thought I would run with it, but I'm going to.
Boris do the striptease to pour some sugar on me?
No, that's what the restraining order is for.
Okay, the Boris was drunk.
Keep your clothes on.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to do the striptease to let it go.
He apologized.
I thought you were going to do the striptease to let it go, but,
Yeah, that's what let it go come in the end when Boris dropped trowel and then let everything fall out. That's let it go. No, Boris says the Florida law says he's so doughy he has to shower with clothes on. Look like a big gray blob that dropped from space. But yes, was it the mediocre cosplay, right?
Yep, the mediocre cosplay.
That's right, mediocre cosplay. If you want to keep doing it, if you want to come Iron Man, that's what aluminum foil for. You want to come as a Hulkbuster, there's a bunch of Amazon boxes. You want to write up, like I'm Batman, you write here, and we're going to win a really crappy prize from the Dollar Tree.
Woohoo!
And I'm gonna promote the hell out of the mediocre cosplay contest.
Yes, and we're gonna have first, second, and third the most mediocre, and then we're gonna have the Dead Inside prize. When you're so dead inside, we're gonna give you a special prize. Usually like bleach tablets to drink something. That's nice.
Well, if they're already dead inside, they don't need any bleach.
Right?
No, but we use your necromancy skills. One free necro raising from the Steve Man in his hat. But,
so, is there anything else you'd like to talk about before you have to rush off?
No, Boris don't really have to rush off. He locked the bolt on the front. We do Phantasm. Boris going to do Phantasm.
They are in a traffic jam near the Jiggly Hut. Some old guy is standing in the road asking if we are his Uber. What the hell is going on tonight?
Oh, thank you, Master. Thank you, man. Hold on 1 second. Good. Good damn voicemail
over there by the Jiggly Hut.
I know, right?
Scott and Amber having a nice.
Boris got explanation for. Boris got an explanation for that. Master, yeah, you out in the street, yeah. The van, yes, that van with the two screaming people, that's your Uber. Get in there and tell them to take you home, and don't get out till they take you home. No, it's already paid for. They're gonna be nice to you and give you a little beverage. Remember Cookie. All right, get in that van. I'm getting in the van. Oh, this lady yelling at him. No, keep going. No, she's not gonna hit you with the oh. All right, no, don't cry. Don't cry. She got 2 shoes. Dodge the other one. All right, love you. She hit him with the shoe, but he's okay. But see, Boris is boring as far as the house go. You got like good paneling and stuff. So what he did was he print up gift certificates for this restaurant out near the Jiggle Hut because that's far out on 441 called Pasta Palooza. It's like a themed circus and pasta place. You know, you got like trapeze, tortellini, and lion tame linguine, stuff like that. And then what happens is you eat and the clown juggled the parmesan on your plate. And then he sent them out to see Black Widow, but again, fake tickets. So Boris could break in and use the scenery because it's better. You like this?
Yes.
Oh yes.
He did nice. It's quality stuff that Boris can't touch no more, but they got the log, they got the pictures. So if Boris touched something, they know he moved it. And so Boris can't help himself with that.
Since he's talking about Pasta Palooza, I actually found Pasta Palooza.
Ooh,
no, that really exists?
Yes, it does.
Life imitates art, folks. Boris, think about that on the toilet this morning.
Now you're going to be at Phantasm.
Yes, Boris got
right here.
Going to be the hosting of the Shock Reel Cinema that Saturday 8:00, and then Boris got special thing. Or no, Saturday 7, and at 8:00, Boris think he does the Troll 2 screening with Scott Fessemaker and Tony Greco, the owner of the Phantasm. We're gonna have the Niblog food that you see in the movie. It's like corn with green stuff on it, or like a green apple. And we're gonna figure out what the hell go on in the movie. You ever see Troll 2?
Yes.
Okay. Now the one question is, did you see the end? Right? Bo's not gonna spoil it, but the dad says, "I got to go to the office." You just come back from a killer town of goblins that the dead grandfather show up in. What the hell you go to the office for?
Gotta make copies.
Of what? So we're going to figure out what the office thing is. We're going to figure out why baloney is so important. And we're going to torture pretty much Fessemaker and Mr. Grego with Niblog stuff. We may have Niblog milk there too. It's chewy. And then Boris going to just make a nuisance of himself for the rest of the weekend.
Now, Ron says, stay clear of Econoline vans with no windows. Specs Thompson says, what's up, y'all? Hey, Specs, how's it going?
Well, Boris has a Econoline van with no windows.
That's what you drive Master around with, right?
Then no, that's what Master get the dates from. We got the villages with the pineapple on the Econoline van, and whoever jump in, shaves that. That's it.
So, what's the smell of chloroform when I walk by it?
Oh, it's pumpkin spice. Boris got special because it's the fall time coming.
Spec says, what's up, man, to Ron? And then not much Specs. Never try to roast somebody who appears to be the undead. He's probably already roasted. Okay, now let's go back to Phantasm. Boom. Now we're probably going to show up because this is we're probably going to be there on Sunday.
Okay. Festamaker going to do a course in, I think, Boris thing, makeup. Where you get it's like a pay thing where you pay and he teach you how to put on stuff on the face. So if you want to cheat with your wife's hot sister, you dress up and put the latex on and then bang it, boom boom.
That could come in handy.
That could.
Go rob a bank, we like then what is it? Mission Impossible. You put the stuff on your face and somebody think you knew.
And you just somebody else. Rip it all off.
Yeah, but no, this is a
be like Scooby-Doo. Be like Scooby-Doo.
That's another thing that's stuck in Boris' craw too. But Mission Impossible first. They've done like 9 of them, right? The missions aren't impossible anymore if you do 9 of them. They're kind of like missions sort of hard. Really, it's like the Tom Cruise is 75 years old jumping out of a plane. It's not impossible. It's just it's gonna take him longer. Maybe mission take a little longer.
Mission implausible.
Mission. We need more money for payments for the house or something. And Boris, this is story with the Scooby-Doo. Boris got told go F himself by Velma and Universal Studios. This is a true story. They got the people as the Velma and the Fred and the Scooby and stuff at the van. So Boris go up and say, listen, outside of like the robot at the theme park, the amusement park, and one other thing, every other villain that you've defeated is like a person, the guy. And they said, yeah. And Boris like, well, why don't you have a couple baseball bats in the mystery machine so when pirate ghosts come up, you pop them in the knee, boop, solve the mystery. And Boris, we're not violent. And that's a bad way to solve a mystery. Like, Boris saved you about a half hour running around through like the rooms. You just bap, and you down, scream out my leg, and then you find out it's old grumpy Mr. Willoughby from once the Spanish doubloons, and you run the 5 and 10. You know what? Fred about 21, he can get the shotgun. Here come, what the heck was that? The diver. Remember him? Fred, click, get out of the way. I'm sorry. Got to go. You put the helmet down. Sorry. My bad. I mean, that's what you do.
Mr. Fencer says, so we finally met your boss. He met Amber's Chakla.
That's the shoe.
And we had to convince him we aren't his Uber. He's going back into the Jiggly Hut and doesn't look happy. Beck says Ocean's 11 with the mask. And producer lady is going to need a trank dart at this point. I'm trying to calm her down, but I'm going to need bail money.
That's a good thing. If she killed him on the way home, Boris get to finish out the 10 o'clock and then the run. So somebody find the white van of 441 with the 5-foot nothing little lady beating the man with a shoe and a bullhorn and poke the bear, like ride really slow in front of them or tell them, there's a time and a place for domestic violence.
Well, I'm just looking if he needs the bail money. He's at the Jiggly Hut.
Right?
Oh, she won't let him go inside. You're not going to go inside.
Hey.
What? Well, if you got to get out of somewhere,
you don't. Well, they're hiding out in the jingle. It's kind of, you're the only one without the lap dance. People going to know.
No, because they need money. They go in there and jiggle.
It's not like you walk in, jiggle, and people throw money at you. This is a business where you got to go with the auditions and stuff, and we had not the pasty on the boobies and things. This isn't like our Boris walk in, jiggle. Boris be rich as heck then. Everything jiggle on Boris.
Yeah, but you know what? You just when one comes down from the stage, you just wander up. Nobody's gonna know the difference.
They're gonna know with Boris. Boris once stripped for the blind, and they took the money back. They were throwing. We're blind people got the rotten fruit. We don't know, but they were throwing at the Boris on the stage.
Let's see. She wants to kill you, Boris, not me. And then Roth, even when I was a kid, I thought Scooby and his gang should have snatched the mask off first thing.
I mean, yes, but then they got the guy gonna grab one of you and then say, hey, I got the kid, I'm gonna break the face if you don't get out of here. But that shotgun gonna fix that. You want to snatch the mask off, blow the foot off. And did you know that like they got that one? They got the Jabberjaw, which was the shark.
Yep.
You know, there was like a whole bunch of kids in the 70s apparently that didn't go to school, but they were detectives. Like,
They're
what
very
do you want to
smart.
do, Mom? You want to go? Well, I'm going to avoid Vietnam. I'm going to be a detective with a huge shark. Okay. And then they drove around with the shark that should have been dead that talked and solved
And
crime.
don't forget, they played in a band too.
Yeah, oh, they're musical.
You gotta remember, that was the day and age of a lot of drugs. That's where that shark came from.
Oh, yeah, the Sid and Marty Krofft definitely showed that one.
Let's see. Spec says amateur night at the Jiggly Hut.
There's amateur night. Usually amputees. That's fun. A lot of falling.
I want to see an amputee on the pole.
It's fun until they twist and they forget they got the other one, and they just spin around like perpetual motion.
If you all would have just saw the look I was given, because she was trying to picture it in her head.
Oh, you know what's worse? Have this one picture, Trish, that someone does it with the wheelchair too. Figured that one out.
You know, I've actually seen people do some interesting stuff attached to a wheelchair. That's easier to imagine than somebody with one leg.
I said amputee, not quadriplegic.
Well, the amputee can sit in the wheelchair. Oh, by the way, Boris, now we're getting the weird stuff. Boris, the disclaimer: every weird crap come out of Boris' mouth. Not part of OCD. Drinking with OCD is Boris' fault. Blame Boris. Cancel Boris. Not Monster Manna. It's just Boris Vyoryetski. Said that's spelled. Go to the Facebook page. Complain to him. So that gets you free and clear. So next time Boris wants to say, like Stephen Hawking in the thong going up and down the pole, going oh good, then you don't get trouble.
Ron, some of the new ones actually have supernatural characters. And Specs was a big fan of Speed Buggy.
Yeah, that doesn't. And then why they go around with the hunting of the villains when Speed Buggy like talking car? You could have been famous. Like you got the big shark that sing and play in the band, and you got the Speed Buggy that talk to you, and yet
but
you fight some guy that wants oil.
Speed Buggy stuttered. Nobody wanted a stuttering car.
That he was high. That wasn't a stutter. He coughed a lot. And
Somehow I don't think
the Pussycats. What was that?
Ron says, somehow I don't think guns and baseball bats make for kid-friendly cartoons.
Hey, Thunder had the sword.
But they were smoking doobies in the back of the van, so there's that.
I'm saying.
Well, that's what they call them, Scooby Dooby Doo. And the Scooby snacks are edibles.
Okay. We had a famous one-legged stripper here, and she was on Jerry, too. She was on the pole. She was on the pole.
They all had to go on Jerry. That's if you got like less than 2 limbs, you went on Jerry.
Yeah, but that's Augusta, Georgia for you. I mean,
she gets extra points if she's near Army base.
Okay, an amputee is named Lean on a pole.
That's Eileen.
Eileen. Okay, sorry.
And the fourth amputee is named Matt, or if you throw him in the water, it's called Bob.
Must be 2, and people in wheelchairs can actually dance using them.
Well, they kind of go back forth. I mean, that's nice. We're not going to deny them dancing. It's more like rolling with style, but it's nice. I mean, Boris get his butt kicked by the basketball playing ones. You ever see the murder ball where they played the basketball?
Uh-huh.
Boris tried that. They run over his foot. He's like, screw that. Let you play. You good.
And then Spec says Augusta, Georgia does have an army base.
That's why there's an amputee stripper out there.
Well, that's what keeps her funded.
That's right. Every private at the boot camp gonna probably ask her to marry him or they give him money. It's mandated. Outside of Camp Lejeune, there was one called the Driftwood. We used to call it the Dirtwood. And there was an amputee there. She had like from here down missing. And she never tell us why.
It was the shark.
It could be. I'm not. Either that, or she got the arm caught in the trap and she had to eat it off.
Under a rock. And Scott says, for the love of God, disclaimer, Boris. And did you put barricades at the entrance to our neighborhood? Low, Boris. Very low.
No, Boris put that. He found CDC stuff downtown Ocala, so he done put the CDC. This whole neighborhood right now quarantine.
Nice.
I can see him doing that too.
Right?
And it's not even for the wrong days. It's for the jiggle squares. Everybody got the poops from bad Taco Bell. It's called brown.
And Ron says, Forrest says he's going to get her one of Lieutenant Dan's magic legs.
They're titanium. As you get 2 ski poles and just tape them. That you got it. You know, the bottom got the spike, you put right in the shoe, and then there you go.
So Monster Manor, its producers, sponsors, and affiliates are not responsible for the words falling out of your pie hole.
Boris did see, he's not watching because Boris did the disclaimer.
He did.
That's the Monster Man. They got it on the tape. Roll it back, Fence to make it. You're going to see he did it. Boris did it. It's going to be fun because when they kick in that door, Boris is either going to die or you're going to have the best show ever with the beating Boris going to get on camera.
I don't know. I've actually watched
beat out that, you know, Boris like Civil Line, but they're going to beat out anything Roland's going to show you. With Boris get this called Boris. Let's do this. We're going to GoFundMe. Boris the comic book butt whooping. We get Roland to draw it. And we just take the stills off of this episode where Boris gets his butt kicked.
But like I said, I don't know. I think the best show I've seen is where the flip flop gets thrown at Boris on camera.
Right?
I was watching that episode.
That's a regular occurrence, really. Boris, you know, in the box, boom, flip flop. Boris come in for his segment, doesn't say nothing, bam, flip flop. She does that to start the dominance.
And Scott says you need a steady stream of disclaimer.
Steady stream of disclaimer. There's a steady stream of
Boris! What are you doing in my house? And where is my dog?
Out. Boris is actually doing Monster Man the things. What this?
It's
not even a flip flop.
It's a phone.
Not a flip flop. This is a K-Swiss. This is a good. She hit him with a quality shoe. This ain't like Dollar Tree shoe. He got hit in the face with this. This is nice. K-Swiss for when you're walking needs and beating needs.
The dog in our room.
Because
this is a new low for you, man.
it's not low. Boris produced the show here.
Oh man, you lost up the 3-legged dog?
Yeah, that's old Rosie.
We call that dog hip hop.
You're lucky we got if I had time to stop her.
Look, she's trying so hard to get you.
Look, they got the dog that look like a Vienna sausage with 3 things stick out of it.
Oh my god!
Pole dog.
This is unbelievable. Yeah. She was petrified in there.
Wasn't petrified. Boris, what the steak that you had for last night?
Look at the camera and smile.
Look at that face and lock it up.
Very easily. Go in there, and the thing go in there when you throw the meat in there.
Poor baby.
Did Trish really ask Boris how he could do something?
Yeah.
After knowing about this for seeing him in 6-8 months, how you do something, Boris?
She probably needs to go out for a potty break or something.
Yeah.
No, I trained her to pee on the sheet.
I'll find that later.
So everybody,
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
don't leave the house. Not fence maker.
Well, thank you for not breaking anything.
But Boris still in trouble for the Agar thing.
Yeah.
Well, and the night's still young. Don't worry.
Yeah, we still got
That's
an
good.
hour. That's good. Oh, Master text. He said that Uber you sent sucked. He gave you 1-star review.
Yeah. I think you're going to have to give him a bag of peas. We'll give you one before you leave.
What's that? The Boris says that. What is that? Boris can't repeat online.
You know what I had to do to get you from getting killed tonight? I had to take her by the Cold Stone Creamery. That's the secret weapon for her. You know.
So next time Boris break in and just get their ice cream.
She had that eaten halfway in front of the jiggle.
Where are my children?
Boris don't know when he came in, they gone. See, that's how Boris come in. The door was already open. So you left them alone.
They're probably at Peggy's.
All right. Go check.
I know the big one. One
You
here.
sent them to Dr. Peggy's?
Yes. I could have sent Boris could have sent them to Dr. Peggy's. Dr. Peggy could have picked them up before Boris show up. They could have got the magic clown saying "Follow me" to Dr. Peggy's, but they the petting zoo.
Oh.
They're helping her.
If they are missing any limbs, like the dog.
They met your dog. That's great. You everybody have a family picture then. The Boris helping.
See?
The DCF is going to come here.
Boris like that ginger man. Nice.
Oh. Always
And
making
Boris-
sense wherever he goes.
Ron says, Boris, you didn't say your friend had a corgi. Respect.
Why would he? This episode about Boris, not about Spencer making his corgi.
We see that. You locked him in our room. Her.
Him?
Where is
You
he?
don't even know the sexy dog, and you're yelling at Boris.
I'm stuck
Well,
on
he's
your,
a bad
on
pet
your-
parent.
I'm stuck on your third person.
How many limbs is it missing?
Well, they got one definitely that Boris didn't do that. It came that way. They bought the broken one.
Yeah.
And then another one looked like maybe come off, but again, Boris is like a tooth.
Yeah,
You don't want to wiggle it.
this way. You need to come this way too.
You don't want to wiggle that tooth. But it's funny. The dog kind of like 2-1. It's like the little caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
The little corgi that could.
Yes. I think I can. Nope. You become a beige barrel. Especially when they run down the hill. That's funny as heck. It's like the little kids from the end of the little house on the prairie where she run in the flowers and blah, blah, blah. Same thing with the dog.
It's true.
You boys go to hell for that one, but you're gonna laugh at the kid and the dog falling. Boys gonna get somebody to film the dog and then pay somebody to film the dog and the kids from Little House falling down the grass thing.
See what I
You have her like almost crying.
See, that's another sick lady making the fun of the kid and the dog, crippled dog falling down a hill. That's a nice, you scored good with the wife.
Well,
We had that conversation.
we had that conversation earlier where she's showing me I'm watching videos of funny things and I'm looking and it's all these people getting hurt. I'm like, how is this funny? Because it's
Very
not
funny.
Now
she's
you.
like, because it's not me. So it's like
It's not you. Boris actually had business that lasted about one day. He put out offensive Braille Valentine's Day cards that you could give to the blind people. He sold them at with the nice strawberries and the thing with the chocolate. It's like, you got somebody blind, give them this card, says I love you. And it was pretty much Bavarian insults written in Braille.
See, I told you. Constant disclaimer.
We did the disclaimer before.
You are alienating every segment of our demographic.
Boris is not the alien. He was a legit citizen. He raised his hand, does the thing 2 years ago. So no alienating, Mr. Racist. Okay.
see,
Boris
he's
is
nicer
bad.
because I would have just put a whole bunch of little dents or bumps on the cards and let him try to figure out what I was saying.
Right?
Then you just tell him you're dyslexic.
No, Boris did that too with the bumps. What you do is he called it the stutter card. Every now and then, you come extra bumps. You say that the person typed out the Braille had the stutter. Also work with Morse code.
Speaking in tongues.
Oh, that's another one. You get the speak in tongues
Brailing in
card.
tongues.
For the religious person, you give a Braille speak in tongues. Yabba dabba doo, flibba doo, hubba labba doobas. Amen. See what they do.
I'm not even drinking yet. What the hell? I gotta get something. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Boris have cards for the blind. They mostly smell. Well, they're not really cards. They're the little perfume sachet take out the Vogue magazine, and then he fold it in, so you open it up and you say, all right, this smell means happy birthday. It smells like birthday cake. This smell means Merry Christmas. Smell like Santa's butt coming down the chimney. It could work. It could work.
So what's it smell like a picture of Boris?
Probably aqua velva, root vegetables, and desperation.
This is because of you, Boris.
Boris bought that.
This is because of you.
Yeah, Boris. Yeah, you know
Between
what?
you and my kids, I need 3 of these.
Well, Boris, get you another one. They don't actually check that at the Walmart when you walk out of the drink place. There's a teenager sleeping at 2 a.m. and you know what? Boris is going to do 5-finger discount. But you didn't hear that from Boris.
Well, I was looking at that big thing, and it's like it does not look like it just came out of the freezer.
No.
So you drink it hot. Ooh, no.
Nice.
In coffee.
He like to put it in coffee. He called it deadly special creamer.
So I'm finding out coming back to my home that not only did you send this to a restaurant that had no idea about this this gift certificate.
It was a good gift certificate. Pasta
but I got no coffee. You didn't even push the button to get more coffee.
But Boris drinking water. Boris not your butler. Boris not going to leave, hopefully, any trace except leave the camera set up. Like, who the hell set the camera up? You ghosts. Yeah. Maybe the kids doing the web show.
But you made a post on Monster Manor.
I blocked you.
I saw it.
Okay, you on the page.
I am not only the owner of the Monster Manor page.
No, you're not anymore. Boris sold that.
But I see it on the other accounts too. You blocked my public account. You forgot about my private account.
Okay,
fine. I need a private account. Otherwise, people send me requests for pictures of my feet, which now it's like $20 is $20. Times are tough, you know.
Okay, that's right. And Boris needs to first to make out his own feet pictures on O.C.D. and Boris is the one with the problem.
Well, that's when you just start taking pictures of Boris's feet and send them out.
That's true. I need to do that.
Do you really want to do that?
And then you just ask them which side do you want the hair parted to.
Yeah, no, Boris looked like Fred Flintstone married a hobbit with Captain Caveman show up and throw some DNA in there. Boris don't have like regular feet.
What do you have?
He's like slabs.
Flippers?
Yes. Thank you for talking about something that's very dear to Boris with the flipper feet, but that's fine.
I've never
getting.
You know what? Whatever floats your boat, man.
What's float the boat? He got the discounts for old people in the Golden Corral because he got the hair. Look at that.
That's true.
She called him like, oh man, and he went to walk over. He take it and nice because he festimated. Got to be nice because he was on his face off. And he go, okay, thank you. He walk about 10 feet away from the cashier. Go, oh, and drop the F-bomb till we get to the table.
That's Trish.
He's trying. The producer lady, don't look that old and shit like that's okay.
Well, you see how dark your hair is.
But this is this Grecian formula.
A dark coif of hair, and you have no kids. Do you see the correlation here? I have 3 kids.
No,
and I have you.
Boris saw a picture before you get married. That was great before you got married. 3 kids.
That's true, but only half that.
And you did that to yourself because Boris, I mean, you got a nice family though. Boris lay at home and look at the pillow going his date night. It's bad. And even the pillow says not now.
You could come over more if you didn't break so many things. That's the thing.
This got so bad. Boris bought one of them like realistic silicone sexy dolls, and he was put in the friend zone, so he had to send her back.
But no refund, though, right?
No, he didn't get no refund. That's the bet. They said tough. And he's like, why? Because she only wanted to be friends. And Boris is like, yeah, but Boris buy for sexy time. They're like, listen, sorry, that happened maybe 1 in a million chance. She's shagging up with the guy named Crazy Julio up in the villages, who got the shirt down to here and the tan that make him look like a coconut.
Disclaimer.
Not. He got the hair with the weird hair with the coconut. He's round. Look like Bonnie Rumble that let himself go.
You guys are gonna get a cease and desist letter from the villages.
Hey, we're
Do your worst and do it slow, villages, okay? We're gonna drive through that every day.
Choice.
What they gonna do? That's God's waiting room right there, okay?
Do it slow.
That's where people go to wait for the lights till they come with me. That's it. They drive around on the sexy party little vehicles. They're getting ready for heaven. They downsize the car and think the heaven's going to be a whole bunch of pineapple parties with the keys where you switch out every now and then they go die.
Disclaimer.
The Morse family comes with a nice place for people to come and expire. It's very good. It's very pleasant.
And they all drive golf carts.
Yes. Boris want to go down there with a tiny hearse golf cart and freak people out. Either that, the Boris going to dress like the Grim Reaper. What?
I could see him drive through Hardee's in the hearse golf cart.
And Boris going to have a midget in the back laid out like.
Just pull up the Publix.
Sorry, little person. Maybe fence the kid. Just. You want anything? And then they sit up, yes! And then they watch people have a heart attack die. The boy's going to go Villages Hospital this Halloween, dressed as the Grim Reaper, just pointing to random rooms.
And see, I can see Scott sitting there. I can see this.
Yeah.
Scott's like,
Special effects artist. We can make this happen.
It was thought of here first. If anybody steals it, we're coming for you.
It's trademarked by Monster Manor.
You got to burn this tape because anything this is evidence according to the police. This is called premeditated. Boris read that on Matlock.
You knew what you were getting, though, Stephen Trey.
He warned him. Boris warned him, like, listen, this is what you wanted. And the poor man
This is what I wanted.
You asked for it,
Yes.
and now the poor man got the ulcer. He could hear the sizzle in their stomachs going, oh boy, we had to ask the idiot on.
No, I don't have no ulcers. Maybe a hernia, but no ulcer.
Give it time.
And poor Amber is double fisting the
Right, no, with the double fist.
even the edibles over there.
We don't want to know what that's probably. Maybe we turn the camera and then make the OnlyFans with the double fisting. She's a licensed pervert. There you go.
Jiggly Hut, Amber, double fisting. See, I told you that's how Scott's making his bail money.
Spider.
Hello, is that a spider with one missing leg?
It looks like it.
What's with the thing? There's a spider in their kitchen with a missing leg. They got like all the animals in this house cannot count to like 4 or 8 or nothing.
It's missing the same like Rosie is.
Oh, convenient.
Well, put it outside.
Sometimes they just don't make enough fireball.
That there.
Well, you could have the fireball. This is not like
evening. So what you drinking, Steve?
Tonight I have gone light. I'm just drinking some beer. Michelob Ultra.
But it is Ultra. That's cool.
Yep. Watching my weight.
How about
Boris watches his weight. They usually go up.
I'm watching, they say it's good for you. It's only like a couple carbs, but if you drink 12 of them, it's still bad for you.
Everything in moderation.
Well, yeah, it's like...
That's why I cut back to 1 bottle of Fireball a night.
The Boris got the blue water at the toilet.
Yeah, the economy Walmart bottle.
Yes.
Yes. Boris got Fencer Maker got something wonderful in the bathroom. He hides it though. It's called it's a Spanish name.
Fabuloso.
Yes, this is Fabuloso, and it's a wonderful blue drink.
I like the
lavender Fabuloso. It has a nice taste to it.
Like
yes,
but it's a nice drink. You mix that with a little bit of vodka, and it's nice.
Only
you gotta try the apple one, the green
Boris
one.
can't feel his fingers, but this is really good. What's that?
Oh, I got some I don't know how to pronounce it. Cherry Kolsch? I don't know.
Remember, label out. Remember?
Yeah.
So the Cherry Kolsch people are gonna watch this show. And
yes, because we're such influencers.
Okay.
That's right.
Put it back up.
Yeah, we got the someone that can speak different languages can.
They know who Boris is by now. Listen,
Cherry Kolsch. Yes,
this has been great. You missed a good show so far.
I know. I saw some of it, but I had to. I was watching the road a lot because Amber was driving like a bat out of hell.
But that's fine. They come for Boris though. They come full loaded for Bear.
Yeah,
like Boo Boo Bear. Some of them, but they come for Bear with the comments. It's great.
But the master was nice. He wasn't what I expected, but he was nice.
He's not nice. Well, he also not medicated tonight. Boris forgot the pill. Boris got to get him into Uber first.
I don't think he wanted to be at the Jiggle Hut.
Well, he kept they usually Boris kind of point them out and.
Does he not know how this works?
No. He wanted to go, but he don't touch me. The no square and stuff like that. What was it? No, that no square is the yes square. You got to pay for that, though.
Disclaimer.
No. If you don't know how strip club work, you don't need no disclaimer. You need the champagne room.
Some people just aren't prepared for that, though.
What?
I've never been.
Strip club. If you put the foot in the strip club, the producer lady going to tear it off and use your skin as a cape.
Yeah, probably.
That's why we don't tell her what we do. Oh.
I missed a little bit of the show.
She knows. She's omnipotent. Well, omniscient or whatever. She knows.
She's impotent?
Omnipotent, omniscient, or whatever the thing is. Omnidirectional, too, with the chocolate.
Yes.
Okay, so Ron says now is returned to normal, the streaming on his end, because he was having problem.
Well, we're glad the infection cleared up. That's nice with a good stream. Remember, always water and cranberry juice.
And I did not consult my yogi for the comments.
And you always put the thing
But your comments made me go, boo boo.
And Anthony Greco says, Scott,
crap.
get that guy under control.
I'm trying, man. My house was invaded, That's the wonderful Anthony Greco, yeah.
Yeah, the owner of the Phantasm. The man with the beard. He's nice, he got the beard, but he's not evil like, Sid Haig evil. There's Phantasm, Shock Reel Cinema. 3 days of stuff. You got like Shock Reel Cinema. You got model making, and they got the cosplay show. Not like our cosplay, but different cosplay. And they got panels. Boris is going to be in the panels. They got paranormal panels. You got to go website and you go to Hotel Shingle Creek. If you're going to go, it's a long weekend. You don't want to drive, stay at Shingle Creek. Rose and Shingle Creek.
Mm-hmm. There you
That's
go.
right. Boris thought that was a scratch-off lottery ticket. Boris was going to be like, hey, we got the 50-50.
Yeah.
But
Boris, these guys are great. They've been really, really good to us. They've been great to the fans. You look at the roster of the lineup there. It's going to be an excellent show.
Yes.
We're doing even a couple of demos there, a makeup demo and a prop building demo. There's a lot going on at that show.
Yes.
If you check out the phantasmorlando.net, it has a full everything that's going on there. Because
your dog just farted under the table.
Yeah, that was the dog.
And Trish just put their info up in the comments, so you guys can just go there and click on it and go to Phantasm Orlando. And
Boris like Phantasm, but he's always going to be the first love.
Attached boy, you learned your word, Tasm.
Yes, he did.
Tasm, that's right. Okay, where's Boris' bonus money now?
And then he says, you guys are great.
The check go boing, Boris back to gasm or phlasm or spasm.
Spasm?
Yeah, it's phantasm. That's when you go up to get like the autograph and you get the cramp in the leg, like, ow!
Disclaimer.
There's not disclaimer. Boris, listen, you don't know by now with Boris. Well, there we go. We fired.
And he's also, because he says you guys are great, and he says thank you as well, Deviants.
No problem.
Yep.
I just excited.
I'm excited, but I'm kind of disappointed because we're only going to be able to be there on Sunday, and it's going to be a long weekend for us. We also have another convention down in West Palm on Saturday that we have to be to, and because we're very big with that one at PalmCon, and so we're gonna rush down there. We're gonna do West Palm on Saturday, come all the way back up, and then go to Phantasm on Sunday.
Boris looking for you.
Yes.
Boris keep the eyes out for you because Boris doesn't have nothing on the Sunday except probably Monster Man stuff. And he can put the Boris cutout in the booth and go help you guys out.
Yeah.
We be sleeping on. I'm gonna crawl up underneath your table and fall asleep while Trish takes pictures.
Yeah. We're going to probably have to do the Boris insult cutout where it just has recorded insults that as people come up.
That's what you get the Boris doll, the fat Boris stuffed doll, and you pull the string, it's like, no, you funny as a fart in a spacesuit. Something like that. I trust you as much as I trust the fart at the Mexican food. Things like that disclaimer.
Wow.
You as pretty as an old country arranged marriage.
Yeah. I think, though, you're probably going to be running around Phantasm a lot more than you think.
Because there's a lot more vendors to pilfer from. That's right.
The vendors are there for pilferage, but, I mean, there's a lot going on. So
yes, it's going to
be fun.
Boris got two favorite people going. There's was a PJ Souls.
Yep.
She got killed by Michael Myers, but she also in the Ramones video, Rock Roll High School.
And Stripes.
And she was the evil girl in Carrie. So Boris wanted to meet her and say, are you evil or you like the Stripes lady? Which one would be good? And then the lady from Better Off Dead going to be there. And one of the princess. Boris forgot the name, but Boris is now in shame.
Which one?
The lady from Better Off Dead. And she was in
I'm trying to blink too.
Bill and Ted with the princesses.
Yes, I can see her face.
Elizabeth Summerland, but she's nice too, and that's the people. They're not the Boris totally.
Anthony says Diane Franklin.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes.
Boris making the brain fart. Diane Franklin, great. But Adrian
Don't
Barbeau
you
going to
fart
be
in
there.
my house.
Going to tell us how it was
Well, it's
to
a good
live
thing
with
Scott's next to him if he's farting.
I know.
No.
We're
I'm going
blaming
to be
on
at
him.
ground zero.
If it were me, Scott, you'd be dead.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, then-
Ron says he felt that spray through the internet. Less talky, more corgi.
You know what?
And-
let's talk. You know what? There's a search file on your computer, Mr. Man, Bill Gates. You can look up corgi picture all the time you want and have the corgi picture right there. This is Boris time, Mr. Gonna give
Where
half
is our corgi?
Dollar Tree comment
In her bed.
through the
Oh,
thing.
she
You're
laid
gonna
down.
come, Boris, come with the real
It's
comment.
late for her.
Don't buy nothing from Dollar Tree. Let's talk you more corgi.
Yes.
That was, old when the 60s was around.
She heard her name. She's actually coming.
Now
over
here come the three-legged the tripod.
Come here, Pogo. Come here, Pogo.
That's not
And then Anthony says Boris, dartboard, and tomato target, you said.
Yes, you can actually throw tomatoes at Boris for $5 out in the parking lot. Boris also proposed
Well,
this
hello.
on the Phantasm board.
You're back.
Phantasm, and
You're back.
it got a good review. It's the Phantasm Brawl for It All. All the celebrities going to gather up in one of the rooms, and we're going to give
There.
why is
More
the table
corgi.
moving? We're going to give everybody. We're going to like the wrestling thing where we pick two people out first. The two people let the one person leave. They get the melee weapon and the shield, and they fight till either one say uncle or they die, and then another person come up and fight. And the winner celebrity get to come back the next year and defend their title. Now Boris is going to be out in the back with the vendors who are going to dust up for the best tables next year, but you can throw food and rotten things at Boris for $5 a toss. Because Boris is, broke.
So we can throw rotten things at him. So I'm going to stop by the villages and grab some people.
Yes, throw rotten villagers at me. Throw the rotten comments from Corgi Man there. Save them, write them on the piece of paper they're rotten, just throw them.
Yeah.
Never work
Okay.
with children or animal.
She just wants to
So
see
Ron
what's
says, you know what? I have a damn corgi here. I have a corgi here, thanks. And I have a corgi here, thanks. And I came to spend about 2 hours of my time to see you, Boris.
Okay, wait a minute.
You have another fan?
See,
Could he be a fan?
He could be a fan, but I love the fact. Boris loved the fact is I have a corgi, and then you're like, I have a corgi here. Then he take the time to write the third comment. I have a corgi here, but I'm going to. You just waste about 5 minutes of time. You could have wrote the whole thing and just said, "Hey, Boris, dummy, got the corgi in the house, wanted to see you." You know, you didn't have to do like, you know, see Dick, see Jane, see Dick and Jane with the
I want to know
corgi.
how you have fans.
The Boris is wondering.
You were so abrasive, and people still love you.
You know what?
What's your secret?
You know what? We don't know. Boris does not know.
He says he deleted a comment, but Ron, on this side, it did not delete. I'm going to tell you over here, it did not delete. So, but Ron also writes about corgis. He has a book about corgis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He was the one. I had him on the show about a month ago with Ziggy, the corgi.
You know, the Queen has only corgis in England. She got the corgis.
This is our first. And I fell in love with her.
You
she
can
was
tell.
just amazing.
We're not English royalty, so you get the broken one. But
she's not broken.
It's not broken. It's you know, flat tire.
She has enough with those 3 legs that she just has enough. She can do with 3 what most takes 4, you know?
Okay. But the seriousness, the corgi breed is in danger of being going extinct because they interbreed everyone, and as they breed them, the litters get smaller and smaller, and the breed gets less and less. Heard that on the dog show. Boris was looking for something. The Kennel Club, this man says that. Boris not sure if that was at their Best in Show. So, the Best in Show was a good movie.
Yes.
What was that?
Now Anthony says he's like an undead Don Rickles. Scott.
Yes.
No, Boris is not undead Don Rickles because he say half the stuff Don Rickles got that big old black will be back later thing come up.
Yes. But I think you're actually older than Don Rickles, aren't you? I heard like some sort of rumors about
Boris outlived Don Rickles.
Yeah, I mean,
that Boris win the game. But Don Rickles died with more money. So
something about quickening or something.
There can be only one. And the a-hole comedians, Don Rickles went down very easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ron also says Paul Lynde voice most queens do. Talking about
yes.
If you're going to be that way about it. Yeah, Paul Lynde actually did the voice of the Hooded Claw in the Perils of Penelope Pit Stop cartoon. He was Uncle Arthur in the Bewitched.
Yeah.
And he had his own, now Boris got this DVD, his own variety special with Witchy Poo and the Wicked Witch of the West, they're called the Paul Lynde Halloween special with Kith.
That was awkward.
It was very awkward because Florence Henderson show up at the end to sing with Kith. And it's like, okay, what the hell?
Yeah.
You talk about drugs in the 60s and 70s. It's like we're going to give an defeated gay man show with the metal band and have 2 witches and then Florence Henderson show up.
Disclaimer in case
Disclaimer.
In case
No, Boris is a big fan. Boris is a big, but you know, John Agar way up here, you know, John Agar the third, Junior, like here, like they're gods. But Paul Lynde, like right above or right next to Charles Nelson Riley.
Yes. Yeah.
It was in Leadsville with the Butch Patrick.
Yeah.
It was about hats.
Munster.
Now, the months now, if you figure in the 70s, had the hell a show about hats with Charles Nelson Riley got on, you know that everybody like, yep, that's a good idea.
What are we going to write about this week?
Yeah, the walking hats. We're going to walk about hats. We already had the show about walking shrubbery named Sigmund.
Yeah.
Tell me about that singing flute you have.
Ron says he was also Templeton in the animated Charlotte's Web.
Yes, he was. He sang as fair as the smorgasbord. Boris loved that song.
And not the old one, not the CGI one.
No, that's the animated. The animated was some pig.
Yeah.
And then they got deleted scene where the spider make up the behind the thing. For the love of God, open the door. These pig farts killing me. That was the deleted scene.
Well put Boris in the 6 foot under square. Oh, will put Boris in the 6 foot under square.
He wants to bury you, man. He must be.
Okay, first of all, Boris more than 6, Boris 6'2", and graves are rectangular Pythagoras, not the square. Unless you cremate Boris, then they're gonna smell like bacon.
He's talking about Hollywood squares, dude.
Oh, the Hollywood squares. Then Boris is a problem. Boris, because there's like a lot of Hollywood squares. You have the regular Hollywood squares with Peter Graves, and that was usually Paul Lynde in the middle, and you had like people like who's that now these days? Like what? Do you still got work? And they're all around there, and that was nice. And then you had the Hollywood squares. The Magic Game Hollywood Squares to make John Bowser Bauman a family name. Dude dressed like a high school teacher. You ever watch that on Buzzer? He looked like a high school teacher.
Sweater vest, yeah.
Mr. Sweater Vest. And then they got the who's who of who's that. Because back then it's like goddamn Borders. If Fred Tascatore ever come out again for that, it's like, who's the Fred Tascatore? Who's that? That's the voice guy. What, did not make enough money on the voices? He just show up. And then he does bad voices, like Richard Little. Every voice sounds like Richard Little.
Yeah.
Boris never know how the hell Rich Little famous, except Rich Little does Rich Little as Ronald Reagan. Well, hello. No, that's Richard Little.
Well, that is, that's his shtick, I guess.
He got the shtick.
So much charisma.
Yeah, charisma. Boris Rich Little got naked pictures of somebody in Hollywood. That's how he got the shows.
Probably Johnny Carson.
Probably, because Johnny Carson like, oh, come on over. And then Rich Little do Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson that night, get out. And then Ed McMahon probably beat him with a bat.
Okay. Now, since I got both of you here, is Monster Manor planning on coming back anytime soon?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, after the trial.
Yeah, no. We're working on guests now. So we took a little bit of time off because originally we had intended on doing 13 episodes, so we planned for 13 episodes, and then people were so blown away by it that we're now having to get other guests. So we weren't planning on it. So that's kind of what's been the holdup.
And also the last year when we started, nobody go to cons. Everybody said home like, oh, I got free time. And then you call them now, it's like, hey, you want to be on the show? No, I got, Diphtheria Con I got to go to. I got the Super Mega Joy Con.
Yep.
Or I got the Pay My Mortgage Con. So it's like very hard to get these people, come to the show when they get like $11,000 with the autograph and stuff.
But I got to say, without naming names, some of them are even charging like a nominal fee, $150 or whatever. And they ask for it to be donated to a charity that they support, which is kind of cool.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, if Chad didn't make out and stuff, and it's just getting people. Everybody just now starting to get back into work. Yeah. And it's like, you want to be on the show? Let me get back to you.
Yeah.
Then they see Boris, and they're like, hell no. But it's like, you got to talk fencing first. Boris come in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, Boris know where he stand in fame. Because Boris goes Phantasm. There's a car in Phantasm more famous than Boris. Got the bigger following.
That is true.
Boris. There's burlesque troupe and like Shadowcast players that are better than Boris. Boris kind of like the who's who of who's that.
Yeah.
At this point, he got no ego whatsoever on fame. It's just Boris think he, better than everybody else in Monster Man.
Okay, hold on, guys, real quick, because Ron says I keep hearing something that sounds like rattling chains on your end. Is there a ghost in there? Maybe a corgi toy with a bell or rattle? No, Ron, It is my actual cap to my beard that I dropped, and I play with things. What?
That's between you and yourself.
Well, why you think I had myself off a screen?
What does PalmCon stand for?
PalmCon. Next week, I'll go to PalmCon.
Now
With
Scott
the-
needs a disclaimer.
I know.
He's the one with the big mouth.
Hey, at this point, if people say Monster Manor, go ahead and however you want to do
We're
it.
gonna have Monster
Yeah.
Manacon. It's gonna be held in the house. We're gonna have Dr. Peggy from the Pet Zoo come over and bring alligator in the backyard. Boris gonna do a panel called "Shut Up and Pay Me."
We might have to move this over to your mansion if it's going to be that big.
We can do that. There is something going to be happening at the mansion in later this year if we get everything, the ducks shot in a row.
Yeah, I've heard that.
There's being
And we could actually did you already show this with Steve? I like I said, I was trying to watch.
No, we were talking a lot about like the old country, how flat it is in the dirt.
Oh, so they haven't shown.
No, they're very kind.
The little sneak.
No, we got the sneak preview we sent you. You want to show that?
Well, I think you're talking about. I did do kind of the teaser during the intro.
Oh, Boris was scratching himself during the intro. He wouldn't pay attention.
So let me do the teaser that I have for you guys, and then we'll go into what I think you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, is that what you guys are talking about?
Nope,
Yep,
not at all. Boris is going to actually sell Herbalife.
Okay.
He's an Herbalife dealer. He just got the multi-level marketing campaign sent to the house.
I don't think they want you as a representative for Herbalife.
Boris is going to make money as the before picture. Wait,
Yeah.
that's how Boris
They'll just Photoshop different heads onto him, as always says before.
Yes, and then the people look and go, "Oh man, I was never that bad."
Yeah. But people are going to actually get to see a little sneak peek of that at Phantasm.
Yeah,
The debut of Boris's take on movies of that sort.
And we picked like we said, we picked Troll 2, the ultimate crappy movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even about trolls. The thing is, the town name is Niblog, which is goblin. So you don't even have no troll in the thing. You got the goblins.
Yeah. And green
food, green oozy
milk
food
and everything. Yeah, but really the thing that we have to actually, this is the world premiere because we haven't shown this even on the Monster Manor thing yet.
Yes,
but the world premiere of the animated short that's going to precede the episodes.
Yes, this the opening was the credits opening like He's fancy making do everything by himself. The man, the genius. Sit there and draw, Boris.
No, I just can't sleep. So
you don't sleep. Well, that too. When you drink coffee, like it's like.
Well, that's because you're drinking all that coffee with the fireball in it.
Yes.
You see, but the fun thing is, if you stand next to him and you're in a Walmart, it's like he piece cinnamon.
When are you next to me in Walmart?
It's like nice, it's like candy apple. All around.
I'm getting worried now. You're stalking me or something.
No, it's the Boris to sit down and all of a sudden, cinnamon has got to be fancy.
Yeah. Well,
so he looks between the cracks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So where is Irving? Could you do your magic thing with that, or?
Well, but Irving is Irving. Irving is back in the room with the hobo baby.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Boris has no magic wand. He's got the magic Irving, which is a toilet brush.
Oh.
Because you brush away the reality of magic. Whatever, it's like the Doug Henning. It's an illusion. Boris got toilet brush. Look at him. You're not going to trust him. I'm out of cadaver with the magic wand. No.
Okay, so with that little thing, you want me to show it, Scott?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
All right.
World premiere.
Yeah,
World
exclusive
premiere.
on the OCD. First time anywhere.
First time anywhere. Trisha's all happy. She's all giddy. I've seen it about 10 times today.
Well, then,
Okay,
the hell with it. Let's just go talk to something else.
Okay. Here we go, guys.
Wait. This is not going to be one of them title sequences with all the cliches in. Nope, not here on the Border Show. We're going to do things different. Let's take this thing from the top. So here we go. Let's get this started the Borders way. Okay, Irving, do your thing.
So,
And that's almost about 80% of the opening credits.
yeah, little snippet of the opening credits.
Yes.
For sure.
Well, we got nice peppy music to follow up with,
Did I put up the wrong one? Okay.
What?
I said, did I put up the wrong one?
No, that's the right
it.
one.
That is it.
But we
Okay.
haven't finished the whole kind of what happened after we make Irving magic.
Yeah, that's like a sneak peek of what is to come.
Yes.
Okay.
This is kind of like back, when the Phantom Menace come out and they look really cool for the 5 minutes, and then you go, "What the hell did I watch?" And you watch the same thing. That's the same. The sneak peek going to be really good. Then you see Borders' first show, and you're like, "This is Phantom Menace all over again."
No, we don't have the rights to Phantom Menace.
Okay, tagging no, we got Last Jedi maybe.
Ron says, great Disney parody. And Anthony says, Boris is a fractured fairy tale.
Actually,
honestly, that was a big influence on us, were the fractured fairy tales, because when we were talking about this whole idea of him having his spin-off show, that was one of the things that came up. Is
you watch old Bullwinkle and then become the fractured fairy, the Badunk, and Boris already sound like the other Boris knockoff. So
yeah,
2 and 2
again,
plays
you're older
5.
than him, so
Yeah, they're older than him, and Boris is not the communist super spy.
yeah, that we know of.
That they got a nice girlfriend. So,
Mm.
but anyway,
And Ron says, Boris, you're funny, morbid, and you have knocked us dead, Boris. Just count my attempts at quick and not so quick retorts as equivalents of you trying to stump me as an Oz guy. I enjoyed the show, O.C.D. and Boris. Thank you.
now everything in good fun. Boris like you, and you're a good, nice person to show up and not like click out and watch something else, like maybe the Marvel What If on Disney Plus or something.
No, we all watched that yesterday, so
Yeah.
that's what we had time for you today.
No spoilers.
Yeah,
'cause
we
haven't
don't
seen it
spoil it.
yet.
Boris know a little bit about it, but you don't want to spoil the fact that it's about the Incredible Hulk getting the wedgie.
I just got to think about what if Boris comes into my house and breaks my things.
We already know what if.
Yeah. It's a reality. It's going to happen. We don't even need the watchers for that.
Yes, but that'd be really fun. It's like there's one watcher going, there it goes again. There it goes again. And like when you got Stan Lee talking to the other watchers, your watchers just like, listen, this a-hole come in to do this. And the other watchers are just have face palm.
Yeah.
But there was a what if. Boris read the what if was it Conan come to like New York City in the 70s, 80s, and there was a panel where Conan trying to figure out where he is. This guy run away. Help! I'm being mugged by the Incredible Hulk.
Throw fruit pies at him.
Yeah, so there's at the ad. Boris should have shown this to you, where the Hulk actually straight up kill people for fruit pies. He doesn't like wrap them up in the cement, and like you don't survive that, Boris. You just wrap you up in the pavement. You're dead for freaking like apple pie.
But
Captain America just knocked the smarts out of somebody with the shield for a blueberry pie. Like, dang, well, he got concussion. Nice, yeah, but blueberry pie.
Spider-Man just hangs him out.
Yeah, Spider-Man done like put people upside down for the cherry pie.
Yeah.
Marvel weird people.
They need
Batman
money.
did it too.
Yes, Batman Robin did that, but Batman had was the hostess with that, but Batman beat somebody up, then he brooded over the fact his pie was only like warm in the middle when he put it in the microwave.
Ron says, I thought maybe Horror Castle was a dig at Disney's Castle and that Boris was doing a Tinkerbell parody. However, I can see the fractured failed Terry bit now.
Yeah, and another thing, and I'm sure if Tony's still here, he might know the answer to this. But in the opening scene with the Monster Manor Presents in the castle, there is an homage to something from the 70s that most monster kids will probably remember. But let's see if anyone gets that little homage.
Dude, and Boris wasn't thinking about. Boris is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell with Boris and Peter Pants. You know, Spencer Megan didn't give him no feet. Boris is a flying smell at that point in the factory.
Free roaming full
vapor.
Full torso vapor.
That scratches back with the toilet thing. You heard the scratchings. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
But you get to see Irving on the show. As well as we got a sidekick, the Walking Ted.
Yeah.
Zombie that only like Ted knows, like Boris could talk to him about, like Chewbacca. You know, Walking Ted, and Boris know what zombie talk.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be there
from time to time.
But yes. And then we got
probably the last 15 minutes.
Yes, that's what you get. Boris going to do everything. Porter's going to suck. Porter's going to actually go over. Like, oh, we got 2 hours because Porter's talked to the film too long. Spencer Megan come in and say hi. All right, okay, we're done. And then Porter's hit the button to kick him out.
And is Scott going to have to go stand in the box?
No, Boris is not going to make him stand in the box because the box is 700 yards away from where the filming of the mansion is, so he won't be able to come back in time. Yeah. Plus, there's a moat.
And alligators. I heard you worked a deal with Peggy's alligators.
Yes, we got all the alligators to flush down the toilet this year. Going to be in the moat.
So you are into something good like pet rescues.
Yeah, you know, they keep the people away.
See,
the HOA lady didn't come by. What keeps the HOA lady away?
Now, Mike Thompson says back in because he had to bow out. Day one of Mega Coon is done. I think it's Mega Con.
We're going to let's just take that right off there to avoid any. We're going to not say nothing about that unless we talk about the main cat.
Leave that one alone. And Mike Thompson, yes, Chelsea was there as the vaccinator. And don't give the stewardess or stewards at the airlines any ideas. And Anthony says, I have to watch again. And Ron says he can give a TED talk talking about Ted, the Walking Ted.
What he does, it's mostly just growls and guttural monosyllabic.
But we are working on the translator.
Yes, we got the translator.
That'll be the first of its kind.
Like a big radio hanging around this thing. Probably going to say the same thing as like the Mars Attacks. Come here, I love you. Or something like that. To get people close so we could eat them. And then when he burps, it's delicious.
And he says, I think there was a floating smell from Ren and Stimpy.
No, that we didn't outsource the rent. This is all local smells. More to smell. We use American smells.
And it goes back to Scott smelling like cinnamon.
Yes. Right. Only a little part of Scott smell like cinnamon. Right now, it's more like, is that what is that?
Fear and regret.
Fear and regret. That's the new Calvin Klein. Fear and regret. Come in the box. It's just like just duct tape together. You put $49.95. Like you know you're gonna buy it. Just buy it. And then you put it on and you hear stuff like mortgage.
Yes.
You talk to you when you put it on. Say your power bill's overdue. It's like crap.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Ron says the castle didn't look like Collinwood, so it wasn't Dark Shadows reference. I guess there was an animated cartoon with Universal Monsters, right? I would have to look at the clip again. Everybody wants to look at the clip again. So
yeah, go back and watch it and share this episode of O.C.D. for it as well. But yeah, this is an exclusive. We won't actually show it again probably for until it's complete.
Yes, this is we're almost done.
Now, if y'all pay me enough, I will run it again for you. Now, I'm talking about everybody who wants to look at it.
Oh yeah, you want to
cash app.
I mean, you want to throw the money to Steven Trick, fine. That's they're gonna pay you. They'll run it. You got Boris Cash App. He's gonna tell you how we did it. You know, like the little document making of, but you know, want the defense to make it, he'd draw you one. You pay him, he'd draw your own credits.
And let's see. Ron says the stewardess remark connected to Boris's cement comment. They're using duct tape. Next, concrete.
Oh, yeah, that is common now. You get stupid on the plane, they duct tape you to your seat.
Right?
Only if you're a 13-year-old kid. Wasn't it a 13-year-old kid?
No, the lady too. I mean,
I
my
saw a
friend,
man duct tape.
Boris got the friend in New York who's like a not the tribal, it's like a transit cop or something with the planes, and they always take enough people now. The duct tape to the seat. He said he had like 4 last month that the duct taped.
I hope they're using gaffer's tape because that shit's going to get hard to
Boris
get off
don't
the
know.
seats.
But they play stupid games and they get kinky prizes.
Now you want to know why the hobbits ain't there. They're duct taped and they can't take it off.
Probably.
Yeah,
I've heard some stories about those.
Nah, they're selling
those
feet
guys.
pics for like the OnlyFans.
Okay,
See, that's
guys.
what you
It's
get
getting-
Hobbit feet pics.
You get your
It's
money's worth. You get your money's worth.
You definitely get your money's worth. You got to like
They
two
got big
screens.
long feet.
You got to put them on big screen TV.
Okay, guys, it's getting towards the end of the show.
Okay.
Is there anywhere you guys where people can see you, get hold of you, anything with the Boris and Scott show, which is also Monster Manor?
Not Scott and Borders, but why you ask? Because you get the no lawyers ask you questions like that.
Well, you notice I'm not showing my picture anymore because I got somebody standing right here, like with wanting to know. And he has,
Borders
like-
will be in the villages
He has like
on
a
Thursday.
suit and tie.
He's just not telling you how big that check was he got.
That's fine. Borders will be in the villages moving golf carts around tomorrow outside the Alzheimer's clinic.
Disclaimer.
Well, don't forget we want a golf cart, Boris. So you got to get that up on the Boris truck.
Well, Borders going to take pictures. You want this one? No, this one, no, this one. Yeah, then Borders got to disinfect it because it's sticky probably. It's villages.
Probably.
Disclaimer.
COVID capital of the world.
Not
now.
even COVID. That's just like, hey, when you're on the CDC website for most icky, sticky, sex STDs, you know you did right. Especially Florida. When you beat out the trailer park in Alabama for syphilis, we won.
Hands
Down, and we paid $200,000 plus $100 HOA fee to do it every time.
Do you think we'll pick up the villages as a sponsor?
Yeah, probably. They see now. They wouldn't know. They play
They
with them tomorrow.
We have said the villages more in this interview than it's probably been said all week.
Well, Boris could say like a Popka, but still, or Polk County, and then everybody know about Polk County. That's like beating a crippled kid. You don't do that with Polk County.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Oh.
It's not. It's disabled. Or wait. No, you can't say disabled. Differently
Disclaimer.
abled.
Disclaimer.
What do every
You,
time
you asked for this.
they change the thing. They keep changing it. It's like, but there's
But if they like this kind of insanity, they can follow you on social media.
yes,
on
Boris
Facebook.
got Boris Vyoryetski, Vyorv, but it's spelled like it sounds on Facebook.
Boyarsky?
Vyoryetski.
Yeah.
And here's this bonus. Put that in the Google Translate and see what it translates into. Probably not turnip, that's for sure. Boris on the slasher. Was it Boris 1313 the slasher?
Boris and Monster Man.
Well, Boris of Monster Manor. We got Monster Manor 1313. That's the homepage on the Facebooks. We got Monster Manor 1313 on the YouTubes
And the website.
and the website. Was a Monster Manor 1313.
Yep.
He's on. Was a Scott's Fence to Maker on the Facebook. With
Yeah.
this fence spells Fensterer.
Oh, you know my name. Oh my god.
Yeah, Boris, look at your mail.
Okay.
You got to pay the cable or else you're gonna shut it off.
We don't have cable. We got internet.
Then whose stuff has
Who's
Boris
bill-
been stealing for the last 30
I
days?
think he went across the street.
Oh crap! That guy going to be pissed. Yeah, it's
Well,
the telephone
And
pole. All the wires.
your forthcoming OnlyFans.
Yes,
account.
Boris got the OnlyFans account called Chubby Ubbums at the OnlyFans. Where Boris going to dress in like the Not disclaimer. Boris going to dress like Cupid, but they're going to have the old suits, like the union suits with the little flap on the butts, and they're going to like little hearts holding it shut.
And really quick before we get off, we can tell them about the Patreon too.
Oh, yeah,
that would really
real life Patreon. Boris,
He's going to get off really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you know.
I
I know we're coming up. We're coming up on the end of the broadcast day.
You got to shoot the bank.
So before they show the American flag and play the
Thank God
national-
we're after 9.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing too. He runs around, and this is with him working with him. He talked to investing guests like, oh, I love like what is who the heck was it? The guy from Michael what's his face?
Michael Berryman.
Michael Berryman.
Yeah.
Maybe he decided Boris crap and talking to Michael Berryman for 4 hours.
It was 2. It was 2.
And that's the problem being with the show, because it's like, well, Michael Berryman hell of a lot more interesting than Boris the fat bastard over there speaking to play like. So tell me, Mr. Berryman, what color would you be if you were a rock? Boris sitting outside like, what the hell?
I never asked.
And then he did that with the what's his face lady, the other one we had with the son of the nice lady from the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Mitchell Dan.
Yeah. Mr. Dan, if your mother would wear shoes, would she wear lace-ups or pumps to go out to the Piggly Wiggly?
I asked better questions.
You did. And then he said to the other, he said, well, Mom gonna wear this, and then he just stand there nodding like a friggin'
But I
bobblehead for a while. And then he stand behind Boris. Boris say, hi, it's the Boris segment.
wrap it up.
Sit down. Wrap it up. He played the Urban Cowboy. Like, what the hell this? So you sing the Boris will need the bunt or the blitz?
Well, okay, Boris. Mike says it's good to finally see Boris, and that Boris is very entertaining.
Well, good. Boris tried to be very entertaining because he got no other qualities.
And Ron wants to know, have you found a hearse golf cart or a stretch golf cart? Disclaimer.
Boris has seen a stretch golf cart, usually at the real estate offices where the multiple moldy oldies sit in the thing. They drive them around going, all right, this building $500 million, and they go, you want cash? So Boris going to steal one of them too. But speaking about cash, we got Patreon on the website because we broke.
Nice lead in right there.
Well, Boris break a lot of things, and tries to make his insurance policy kind of tap him out. So we either got to steal stuff from the local school's plays, go into the senile neighbor's house and say, I'm borrowing this. And they go, what? They go, thank you, Grandma. And then we come back, and, you know, when you give back the prop we use, they get the birthday check for $5. What's with old people $5 birthday checks?
It's starting to sound like the public broadcasting system.
Yes.
Telethons.
Only you can contribute to this, so we don't have
Every dollar creates 15 minutes of broadcasting.
Yes, but then unlike the channel 13 of the PBS, you don't see really good shows except his. You got Boris going, give me money, or else Boris gonna tell you more stories about Boris. Well, we're gonna get the hobo baby
Our
out here
biggest
dirty.
challenge now is hiring in the cleaning crew to come into the dungeon and demold everything. And
We got that going. We're just gonna let the flood come in.
yeah,
But see, we're gonna get one for the Patreon. I was gonna get hobo baby out there in the dirt and say, for only $49.95 a day, you can feed this child. But for this,
Well, you got hope. Now,
was it you tried to
got
put apple juice on her eyelids so the
Boris
flies landed?
was going to spray her with, you know, the hand sanitizer so she'd cry, and then the apple juice so the bugs land on her. Because you can't have give a kid a sandwich commercial without the buggy kid.
Disclaimer.
well,
No,
see,
bro,
you
Pat, Sally Struthers do that constantly. You look at every damn thing Sally Struthers does. There's one poor kid with bugs all over him, like a freaking fly strip.
I've
See,
often said, you know,
but
put the
here you
camera
go.
down and, you know,
At least put.
Sally Struthers got a sandwich in her pocket, or at least some candy.
Oh, they're holding the sandwich up like, kid, you want the cry.
But see, you guys got the best of all worlds, because you got hobo baby, and then you got three-legged dog. So you can start singing the arms of an angel, whatever, you know.
Oh no,
Oh,
Sarah,
you-
well,
No,
no.
you do that, the world's gonna collapse in on itself. That's too much tragedy right there.
Yeah.
We put Hobo Baby up by the Walmart with the sign saying, "Hungry and dog, three-legged dog needs shoes," and people gonna give her money. But then you play Sam McLaughlin, and then you get the folding of the matter inwards.
Yes.
Like then the whole universe gets sucked up like the house at the end of Poltergeist. You can't have too much sad.
I don't know. People watch me. It doesn't get sadder than that.
Who you been talking to for the last 2 hours? You think you're sad? Boris got to go home, cry himself to sleep on the big pillow. That was supposed to be with him and Sexy Doll, who put him in the friend zone.
Don't forget, you got to pick up Master from the Jiggly Hut.
Oh crap! Boris forgot about that.
No, he was waiting for the
Oh, they got the Uber.
Yeah,
That's right. We're going to find Master
He
probably
said
around.
something about he's going by to get ice cream and then he'll see you at home.
Oh, that's right. Great. He's going to be locked in the Yogateria again.
Yeah.
He likes to go up and pretend that he's like Dionysus when he make the many choices of the toppings.
He did think that tonight was Friday and he could go to Planet Fitness and get his pizza and his Tootsie Roll though.
Oh, crap. We got
So that's coming for tomorrow.
Boris forgot to change the whiteboard in his room.
Okay, guys. So if you want to see these two, Trish has tagged everything from Boris's Facebook page to Monster Manor to even their Patreon.
Please give.
So
We
take a
broke.
click over in the comments, and the more clicks you give them, the more money they get. But it doesn't work that way.
No.
No, you got to
Yes, it
actually
does.
give the money. But Boris so broke now he can't even pay attention. So please, anything, 5 cents, $1.
And even if you don't contribute to the Patreon page, just get the word out there for Monster Manor and for OCD, for
and Olo and
with OCD.
Phantasm.
Yeah.
Because Boris probably gonna know Phantasm money after this. But definitely Olo OCD and just Fencer Maker, because he's that as much crap Boris gives Fencer Maker, he's the one that he's the workhorse. He did the animation, he keeps Boris in line, he keeps Boris looking beautiful. He helped does all the tech and stuff with the producer lady. I mean, these two, him and producer lady, they're really the real heroes of Monster Manor. Boris is kind of the jerk, come in and go, "Where's my sandwich?"
You would know that if you read your emails.
Boris don't read emails. Like Machete don't text, Boris don't email.
I'll do them in braille.
And Scott also buys better class of shoes to get hit by now, right?
Yeah, but Scott, I mean, they can't be doing so bad to get hit with the SK Swiss or whatever that was.
Yeah.
But Boris gonna, speak about children. Hey, there's the two come in from probably necking out in the dark alleyway somewhere. But they really are the best people in the world. Boris is very fortunate to answer the Craigslist ad, and they tolerate them, so he kind of liked them. He don't show it, but he liked them, and he liked you too. You two are the nice people. Give him his first show.
Well, we thank you very much for coming on. It only took us almost a year to get you on,
Right?
But Boris wanted to make sure, like a fine cheese, he smelled okay before he come on and properly ripened.
Well, we don't got smell-o-vision, so we're good.
Crap, and Boris actually showered today. He walked through the car wash. He got the undercoat too. That was
Well, this is a very important show for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself out, so you can say goodbye to our good friends.
That's nice.
All you, brother. You earned this one.
But that
Even
man,
if you did take over our house.
you see that Muslim man in the shirt we wear? I don't think he washed.
No, I've got
I
12 of them.
gotta say, every time I've seen him, he has the same shirt on. It's like,
I got 12 of them now.
and I still don't got one. He has 12. I don't even have one yet. So
Boris got. I mean, what size? Boris steal one out of his closet for you. Next time we do karaoke, Boris be like, "Hey, psst.
I count them.
He'll take it out of the laundry hamper.
Yeah, blame the kid, the young, the 16-year-old. Like she screwed up. Like she put one in the dryer upside down and backwards, and it got ripped up. So Boris had to throw it out, and then you get souvenir.
I just blame it on the dog. The dog took it.
You got no opposable thumbs. How could a three-legged corgi steal a shirt?
It still has a mouth.
Okay.
Hey, how can a quadriplegic be a prostitute? Still has a mouth.
We got
Disclaimer.
other people too, but I mean that's the disclaimer. And but this is a bar, Boris, and you should have brought this up before. Like, you ever watch Murder She Wrote?
Not in
Jessica
years.
Fletcher. But the show Murder She Wrote with Jessica Fletcher. What if Jessica Fletcher was actually killing everybody on the show and blaming it on everybody else? Because you think
That
about it,
makes
it's a
sense.
small island, and everybody, you got people moving there to kill people.
If you are a dyslexic or have any dyslexic qualities, do not put Jessica Fletcher's name in the.
You just ruined that joke. You said if you're dyslexic, please don't put Jessica Fletcher's name anywhere in the credits. But then he said the bad name, so it's like, come on, dude. This is what Boris got to work with. He's a nice guy, but comedic timing, he's slower than Usain Bolt on Quaaludes.
Okay, Boris, any last words you want to tell everybody before I go into my normal ending?
No, just again, Boris is very fortunate. Thank you for everybody for show up and play around with Boris tonight. He know that he's nothing without you guys. Other than that, there's some idiot in a top hat or little hat like this, bitching in a camera. And the defenses, great people, and without them, again, Boris wouldn't be here. So he's very humble, and without you guys to have him on the show, he's just some guy that steals stuff from the villages. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to Steve. It's great to be an a-hole for everybody. So, but when it comes down to it, Boris is very grateful, and he know that he's not famous. He's just some idiot troll on the net that everybody sort of tolerates. So thank you.
Well, see, you say that, but I still tell you, like I told you the other night, you're our Svengoolie, and you're gonna bypass him.
Well, that's good because Boris need the better job, and the chicken thing is pretty good too. Get the coffee sleep. But thank you. I mean, you guys are great.
Boris.
It's an honor to be compared to Svengoolie is great.
Okay. Don't hang up yet, Boris.
Okay,
Thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Boris love being here.
It's been the highlight that we've had this whole year. I mean, first to get you at Olo and then to get you on to interview. I mean, I'm in heaven. Not saying the rest of my guests ain't great, but you're on my top. You're my top 5.
Well, you ever have an opening and nobody show up? You call Boris and he shoot the poop with you.
That'll work.
Absolutely.
Now, guys, for us, you can catch us again this weekend at MegaCon. We will be walking around, doing some things, seeing some people, and of course, being masked up. Because if you're at MegaCon, you have to wear a mask. Don't make a big scene. Just wear the mask and be happy that you have someplace to go. And also, I don't care that your favorite celebrity isn't there. There's a lot of other people to go see at MegaCon, just like Mike Thompson there. I mean, he is waiting for you guys to show up and check out his artwork. And we got the guys from over at Second Sight Publishing that we had on last week. I mean, just because the Hobbits didn't show up, I mean, you've already spent your money. Go check out a lot of these local artists and everybody who actually kind of depend on you guys to make a living. So just enjoy the weekend. You got it. We're going to enjoy our weekend. And then we'll also be back next week on Thursday with Amanda Rachels from Inverse Press. I screwed up her names enough time that she agreed to come onto the show, which is great. But other than that, just be paying attention to us from posting over the weekend. I don't know how much I will be posting. I know I'm hopefully going to be doing a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole live walkthrough because MegaCon is huge. And Ron says his computer crashed. He enjoyed it. O.C.D. and Boris.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron. Always pleasure having you out here. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do the live walkthrough. It'll all depend on when I'm out there, whether I feel like it or not. But check out the old reruns of Monster Manor on YouTube. You can still find them there. And I believe you can still find them on the Facebook page. Yep. Always see Boris there. Until next week, guys, take it easy.
Bye.
See you later.